I got a great formula for you. And this one is so important to me and so dear to my life that I want to make sure you're paying a lot of attention to this one here. And the formula is this: whatever you don't value properly, you will abuse, and whatever you abuse, eventually you will lose. I'm going to repeat that one more time. Whatever you don't value in your life, you will abuse it. And the more you abuse it, eventually you will lose it. Now this formula here, you can plug it in any area of your life, whether it be at your job, whether it be in your business, whether it be in your relationships with people. If you don't value those people, if you don't value these people the way you should, I promise you, you will begin to abuse them. You will begin to abuse their trust. You will begin to abuse their time. You will begin to abuse their commitment. And eventually, you will abuse them enough where they will run away from you. If you're at your job and you don't appreciate your job the way you should, and you're not as content as you need to be, you forgot where you came from, and I promise you the same thing will happen to you there. You will no longer value the very job that you cried to get, that you said was a blessing when you got it, and you will begin to abuse that job. You will begin to show up late. You will begin to do an average job, a halfway job. You will begin to abuse even the customers that come in. You will abuse your bosses. You will abuse your fellow employees. And then before you know it, not long after that, you'll get in somebody's office, you'll sit in somebody's chair, and then they will say, you fired. I'll give you one more. And I'll go a little bit deeper into the aspect of relationships. If you have a spouse, if you have somebody that you're married to, or maybe a girlfriend, whatever it may be, whatever you consider it to be, and you begin to cheat on that person, and you begin to abuse that person, you begin to trample on that person's trust of you, you lie to that person, you eventually, you abuse that person so much that the very person that told you that they love you, the very person that told you that they would never leave your side, the very person that said that they was with you forever, the very person you had taken for granted their love and their affection for you, will all of a sudden pack up their bags and leave you begging for them to stay. But by that time, it will be too late. The damage would have already been done. It's just like you shedding tears in your job because they told you that you are fired, and you shedding tears, you begging, you getting on your knees, and all of a sudden you realize how important and how necessary that job is to you. But by that time, your boss is saying, well, we wish you the best of luck. We wish you all the blessings in the world, but we are done and we are tired. It's time for you to go. We have other people that we can replace you with. Your service is no longer needed here. My friend, I want you to remember that formula once again. Whatever you don't value in life, you abuse it. And whatever you abuse, eventually, you will lose that thing. Whatever that may be. Whether it may be your job, whether it may be a business, whether it may be a relationship, whether it may be your kids. No matter what you place that formula on, it will work. And you said, how did I come up with that? Well, I came up with that when I was abusing my job. When I was a liability more than an asset to my job. As a matter of fact, you can find this very formula in my second book, Customer Service King, How to Go from Average to Excellent. God bless.